welcome back to another video. Today's video is me giving a review of a vampire movie. Are we surprised? No! So, for the longest time, I have wanted a vampire Christmas movie. Like your stereotypical Hallmark Christmas love story, but with vampires. I have wanted that for years, and so far, no one has made one. Get on that, people. I was looking around last night and found a movie called Red Snow. It came out last year, and it is very similar to what I want a vampire Christmas movie to be, but a little more horror-esque, I guess. Red Snow centers around this girl named Olivia, and she is a vampire writer. She has a vampire obsession. She's trying to get to be a published author and has been sending her book out to publishers, but continues to get denied. As she is working one night, she hears something hit the side of her house. She goes outside to find a bat bleeding in the snow, and she goes out and collects it and tries to help it and puts it in the garage. The next morning, when she goes to check on the bat, she realizes it's actually a man, or vampire, and he's completely naked. And throughout the movie, she nurses him back to health with pig's blood and, gets all excited about him being there. Holy crap, she gets to meet a real-life vampire. What are the rules? Can you burn in the sun? Do crosses hurt? You know, the fangirl we would all be if we met a vampire. If it wasn't trying to kill us, we'd be like, oh my god, tell me everything. And they slowly begin to get closer, and he's there for a few days as she helps him heal. Eventually, they have Christmas Eve together. She gets him a gift. They watch a movie. It's really cute. Up until this point, you believe that Luke, the vampire, is nice-ish. That he's not a murderer, that he's a vampire, but he's misunderstood and being hunted by this group that just don't understand him. And they're just trying to wipe everybody out. That is until his two besties come to visit and ruin everything. They come in and attack Olivia and try to kill her, and they give her a head start, and she escapes. She escapes in the hunter's car who came to kill Luke originally, who Luke murdered and wrapped in a rug. And while she's in this car, hiding from the gang of vampires, she reads some interesting information on the hunter's iPad and finds out that Luke is a big fucking liar and is evil, and he's called the Head Ripper or something like that, and basically he rips people's heads off and drinks the blood that falls out, which you do get to see, which is interesting, because up to this point you believe that Luke is a good guy, that he's misunderstood, that his friends are the evil ones, and that he's not bad, and then at this point you're like, oh yeah, he is an asshole. He ripped some guy's head off, made out with a chick, probably had sex in Olivia's bed, just saying. So Olivia decides, you know what, I'm done. I am not dealing with this shit. I'm gonna kill him. So she uses the hunter's materials and goes back to her house. She kills two of the vampires, being bitten in the process, but you can't get turned that way, thank God. And when it comes to Luke, he acts like he's, oh no, maybe she'll spare him, and then she shoots him. She becomes a published author. Oh my god. And then you find out at the very end that he's not dead, and she's been tying him to a chair with garlic and crosses and shit, and been using him because he's her muse that made her book so good, as he had given her notes. So basically she's using him to get more notes on her book. So she goes a little crazy. So I gave you the rundown of the movie. Now my thoughts. Honestly, not bad. There are literally no vampire Christmas movies. There may be a vampire movie that happens in winter, or a vampire movie that happens during the Christmas season, but it's not really included. This was the first vampire movie I had seen that happens during Christmas where they actually have Christmas involved in the story, which doesn't happen. Unless you're talking about short films or crap like that, I have not seen a vampire Christmas movie. If I have mistaken and haven't seen it, comment down below, because maybe I'll watch it. But this was the first one I had watched that was during Christmas season that involved it. Now, it is very similar to what I want, but not really. It starts out the way I wanted it, where a human falls in love with a vampire during Christmas time, and in the end, maybe they get turned, or they live happily ever after, or whatever. But about halfway through the movie, it deters to, more horror-esque, and she just kills them all. Which is fine, and in the end, I totally thought she was justified in murdering Luke, because he a bitch. But It's not what I want. I want a Hallmark Christmas love story with vampires. That would be... I would rate this movie probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. It was quite entertaining. There was a lot of humor. The effects were good. The acting was awesome. And in the end, I wasn't mad. Usually when it comes to these type of movies where the vampires all die in the end, I get pissed off. I'm like, come on, let them live. But this time around, I was like, well, they're kind of assholes. Even Luke, I was like, they could have been cute together, but he beheads people, and that's kind of a problem, so I'm okay with that. I think it would have been cuter if they did the Hallmark Vampire Christmas movie, but that's my preference. That's what I really want to see, so of course, that's fine. It's not that big a deal. But I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. And I think I thought it was so entertaining because the main girl is me. Because I'm a vampire writer. I decorate my tree with vampire stuff. I read vampire books literally all the time. I watch movies. I watch shows. Decor my room with the vampire-ness. And if I would have met a vampire like she did, I would have reacted the same way. She was very giddy, like, oh my god, a vampire? She wanted to know the rules. She wanted to know everything. She wanted her opinion on her book because he's a vampire. Like, she wanted to know. She was a fangirl. And the whole time I was watching, I was like, dude, that's me. That's how I would react. Now, if I found out they were all evil, I don't think I'd have the courage to murder all of them. I'd probably run away and never come back and just be like, ha, bye. So she's got a little more courage than me in that aspect. But she was me. She reacted the same way I would react if I met a real vampire. So I related to her on a molecular level because she literally was me. Like, it was insane. But to conclude, it was a great movie. 7 or 8 out of 10. Acting was good. Effects were good. The comedy was good. Like, everything about it, I was like, okay. Didn't end the way I wanted it to, but it wasn't horrible. So I thought I'd start out December with my Christmassy videos talking about vampires and Christmas because who doesn't love a combination of both? Yes. Don't know what this is. Yes. This isn't like the most professional review, as I'm just more of a rant. But hey, if you haven't seen Red Snow, I highly suggest it. It is on Prime Video, free with commercials. There's probably other platforms you can watch it on. I thought it was really good. If you guys decide to watch it, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have watched it, also comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. It's not my favorite vampire movie I've ever seen because I've seen a lot of vampire movies. Too many. And my only hate of the movie, it's very simple, is she watches Nosferatu and has a Nosferatu shirt and a sticker on her laptop. No problem with people like Nosferatu. But I don't like Nosferatu. I hate Nosferatu a lot. I made a video talking about the reason as to why I don't like Nosferatu, so you can watch that video and to understand why. But it's not that big a deal. It's not like a giant part of the story. It was just something I went, eh. Alright guys, I will see you Thursday with another True Crime Thursday, and Monday with whatever I decide to post. Merry Christmas! Merry month of Christmas! Ah!